Oh. Hey. Okay, Jilly, I just seen, can I unhide her? When I click on her, on Lady Di, it just says delete comment, put her in timeout, ban user, and delete her star comment. So, no, because you know that I don't know how to work the tiki talkie. Oh, wait, we're on YouTube tonight. Y'all, it is snowing again here tonight. I am so over this freaking snow, but I'm so excited to be back. I've missed everyone so much. CH, hey baby. G Bone, welcome. Hey Billy. Lady, try to comment and tell me if you're here. Stan, are you in here now? I know you commented that earlier. Uh, no, Jilly, we know it was by accident. Let's see if she can get up. If not, we'll figure it out. All right, so let's give people some time to get up in here. While we do, we're gonna look at this. Tell me why. Uh, Stacy sent me this and was like, "Does this not look just like her boyfriend's mugshot?" Oh Lordy, but Jesus, I can't. I cannot. Okay, I'm going inside. It's too cold. All right, so I've been out of the loop. Can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, you can. Jilly, I'm so glad that you're still a mod. I hadn't been on here in so long. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have any mods or anybody even show up. Pixie Dust, it has been such a long time since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing good. So, okay, y'all. To be completely honest, I have been out of the Jessica Kent sphere for quite some time. Every once in a while, I'll see something that she's done, but she has me blocked on TikTok, and I'm not going to take the time to like go on another account to watch her videos. So I have no idea what she's been posting. And I was going to do some research before this, and I did a little bit of research, but I didn't get to do as much as I want because my oldest son has flu B, and it has been heck. But what up, Tira? Yeah, so Tira and Jilly, I think that you all are probably much more knowledgeable than me on what is actually going on. But I'm going to share this if anybody does want to come up. You're more than welcome to and chat with me. Stacy doesn't get off work till 11. It says YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may want to share the link another way. Do what? It won't let me post the link to invite people to get up on the live? Yeah, that is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. Since when can you not do that on StreamYard? How are you supposed to get people up here? The hell? Anyways, always something. But I thought this picture was so funny. But okay, so what I want to do real quick is we're gonna go on a field trip.
You say that I'm psychotic, but then you like it like that. It's like every time the conversation changes.
I had to do it. Okay. So I cannot pause this, so we're gonna have to watch this all the way through. I do not know who this woman Flossie is, but I know that she was a supporter of Jessica Kent, so I never followed her because anybody who supported Jessica Kent, I do not support. But I still don't follow her, but I did duet this TikTok. I know some of y'all on YouTube don't go over to TikTok, so this is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. We're gonna have to watch it all the way through, and she speaks really fast. I would love to be able to pause it and dissect it, but it doesn't allow me to do that. I was lucky enough to have enough time to convert it through my MP3 converter to even be able to share it with you all. So here we go.
What you and your children, Dylan Judkins, don't say it ain't him, don't say it ain't her. I got the addresses and everything matches. And I'm gonna show you proof in this video. You people co-signing her bullshit, I will never be okay with a registered person being around a child. When they forcibly take something from a child, I don't care how old that child is, 17, 16, 14, 8, 5, don't give a shit. They are absolutely scum of the earth. Prove me wrong. Girl, you got 1 million something followers, people who look up to you. You got this Dylan Judkins dude, forcible, ABUSE, felony in the 2nd degree, unlawful, with a minor. Other known addresses start with, yours does too. Around your fucking children. Friends with Brittany Stapleton? What the hell is going on over there? Do you realize your children are a statistic because their dad doesn't live in the home? I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying their dad's a bad guy. But what I am saying is they are more likely to be ABUSED in a manner because that man, and then him being on a registry, and you two sharing the same address, your address is on his freaking registry paper. It's called accountability. And for those of you who are new here, I'm not the friend that will ever just co-sign your bullshit because we're tight. I'll call you on your shit regardless. Just like I called my friend Nicole out for going too hard at Jessica Kent, it's as hard as I'll call Jessica Kent out when I think she's in the wrong. It's easy to prove. If I'm wrong, I'll take accountability. I know some people don't know what that means or how to do it, but call the state. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I'll never.
Okay, so that's about the gist of it that I needed y'all to see. But this is Mr. Dylan Judkins. Dylan Alphen Judkins. Is this not like the Temu version of Burner? I swear to God, he is the Temu version of Burner. Like, this bitch can pick him, right? So, this is the man that is currently living in her home. And you all can read on there. I can't see because it's so small, but forcible SA of a minor. So, sounds like an upstanding citizen, okay? Such an upstanding citizen. I just can't. I can't. I also love that TikTokers are calling her out. So, I know most y'all probably do follow my TikTok and where I just reshared or duetted or whatever, where Trashly was defending Jessica, and I know she's not defending her anymore, and she is speaking out against her, which is a big deal too. And that's why I wanted to come on here tonight and start this little awareness campaign. But we have finally got to a breaking point, and it kind of makes me sad, though, that it literally takes this type of extreme measure for people to call her out. Like, all the evidence and proof that we have seen for years and years, and it has to come to something so horrific and such imminent danger of her children for people to quit defending her. I am trying to get that video now, and I will hopefully share it tonight or tomorrow because I have a lot more stuff that I want to show, but I'm going to have to do another live tomorrow. I just wanted to start it tonight because I had to show y'all Mr. Dylan over here. So we're going to go back though. Let's stroll back in history, okay? Because as I was looking for some things, um, let's start with Jessica's very first lie right here about her time spent in prison. If anyone wanted to question it, that's the day she was booked into county and the day she was released from prison. So that is, and then look at her right here in one of her best videos where she says that I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas. Oh my gosh. I wish tomorrow I'm going to play the Montel Williams clip interview. That is my favorite all time clip of Jessica Kent's. I didn't have time to convert it tonight though. So y'all have to be here for tomorrow if you haven't seen the Montel clip. It's the best. But here's Jessica. I was sentenced to 5 years because that's what she always says. I served a little less than half. So that would have been 2. She didn't even do that. But she also served time in New York, which we still to this day have not been able to pull those FOIA records from New York. Now, this is getting a little off track for a second, but last time, yes, Montel Williams is my absolute favorite one too. I don't have TikTok, so I appreciate y'all keeping me up to date on what. Yes, you're very welcome, CH. We love a two-parter. She was on the Matthew podcast, Cox podcast 2 ages ago. Yes, I have those clips as well that I'm going to convert. I have every interview she's ever done. I just didn't have time to convert them all because it takes a minute to do that. So I will convert them all though for part 2, the Jessica Kent finale. This is part 1, baby. This is probably going to end up being a part 20 series because we're finishing this hoe, okay? Like in WWE, you know what I mean? She's getting finished. Her time is up. It is expired. But anyways, so back to this. So there was always a lot of question about where Tracy pulled these FOIAs and this, that, and the other. And the last live that I did about Tracy, we're not going to get sidetracked on her. But this is the proof right there where she fraudulently got FOIA information. And there were so many people who wanted to see proof of this document. And I just so happened to find it while I was in the middle of. Thought I would throw that one in there for y'all. But let's go up here because this is the FOIA in New York. I had sent Tracy that $150 on Cash App. Lord, we ain't even going down that stupid ass rabbit hole no more because she's still doubling down on that bullshit. But apparently the FOIA in New York is $527. I'm about to start a damn GoFundMe so that we can pull these New York FOIA records and we can finally see, did this bitch actually do time in New York, because we've never been able to do it. And it's like, yes, exactly. I need to Mortal Kombat finish her, and I need those New York FOIA documents to be able to do it. I mean, I don't, but I just want it. I'm one of those people that I need all the facts. I need all the proof, all the evidence. Actually,
receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything to prove that you are a bully and a troll, and you do not deserve to be at.
I bet she definitely doesn't deserve to sit at our table. Okay? I bet you raise it. The people want to know. I swear to God. I swear. I think Pino got her records. Really? Okay, I've talked to him on Instagram before. I will check that out. Thank y'all. Hey, Sin. Glad you're here. All right. So, on the Reddit side though, Jilly and Tira, is I have not got on Reddit in over a year because of my mental health, but I'm gonna have to go back and visit it to go over it. But something that's so funny that I wanted to point out that all the TikTokers are calling her out about is, do y'all remember Burner was just a lot of her life? There was not enough words in the English language to describe how deeply I love this man. He came into my life when I was absolutely broken. He took my hand without judgment or hesitation and pulled me out of a very dark place. And then Jessica turns into the victim and she abuses Burner and his child. And am I a fan of Burner? Hell no. But I honestly feel bad for Burner at this point. Yes, that's why I was a little late. I was trying to get my kids to bed, and that's why I wasn't able to convert all my videos that I want to show, but I just wanted to get on and start the conversation tonight. Yeah, aged like some milk, didn't it? But you know, my thing is with Jessica is she's always been this way. We've all known it, and I just know that when you sit back, the truth always comes out, just like it has with Tracy, just like it has. We've all always known about Jessica, but now all of her large creator supporters are not on her side anymore. So this is the time. We need to get all of the receipts, proof, evidence, everything converted. I want to put it into a very cohesive thing. And I want someone big to cover it. Adam McIntyre, Swoop, Sloan, do we know them? You know what I mean? I want to get all of it together and start emailing it out. And we've got to get larger YouTube creators to finally expose this. The time is now. If it's ever going to happen, it's going to be now. And I feel like that I stepped away from this for so long because I felt that we were at a place where there was never, no matter how much proof we had, the masses were never going to follow. But now is the time where they will. I hope more people speak up on TikTok. Yes, TikTok and YouTube. Her million followers on YouTube, that's where her money comes from. And Facebook, too. Right now, Facebook, I hear, is where the money's at and getting paid out. And people on Facebook have no clue. So I was getting ready to really delve into expose a hoe that I know in real life. I will pull up a little. Let me see if I can add a file while I'm on here. This is what my mission was. And then Jessica's drama fell into my lap once again. But this girl's getting exposed next because I know her. And she got on here. Y'all got to go watch this podcast that she did. Whole damn thing's a motherfucking lie, but it's a good story. But anyways, so back to Miss Jessica Kent. Oh, hold on. Here's something funny. The day that the freaking marriage certificate between her and Jason came out and proved that she was married to Jason, that was never on my bingo card. I think I was so shocked about that day. Do y'all remember when this happened? This shit was nuts. Was pretty disappointed CJ Baker gave up the fight here with the truth, but whatever. Yeah, CJ did give up the fight, and all of us really did because we just felt defeated. But I think this will encourage a lot of us to really come back, at least me and anybody else, even if you're not a big creator. Put together some stuff and share a TikTok. It could go viral. You know what I mean? The more awareness, the better. But this marriage certificate day, I had to just post this one for y'all because that was not in my bingo cards. Has anybody heard from Jason? Does anybody know where he's at? Is he back in prison? Or anybody have any clue? She just come for JD this last week. She still goes on and on and on. Oh Lord, I'll have to go check it out. I'm gonna have to force myself to go watch her TikTok videos. I'm gonna need to be very mentally stable in order to get to that point though. CJ kissing JK's ass was surprising. Now, I must have missed that part. I knew he backed off of her, and I know that he had some sort of moral dilemma about how far he took it, but I didn't know he kissed her ass. I missed all of that, Pixie. But one thing, okay, so let's go back to the video that we just watched. We're gonna watch the first minute of it again because there's like 4 or 5 things I want to dissect real quick. And y'all know my ADHD. I be jumping from one thing to the other, and we got to loop back around.
What you and your children, Dylan Judkins, don't say it ain't him, don't say it ain't her. I got the addresses and everything matches. And I'm gonna show you proof in this video. You people co-signing her bullshit, I will never be okay with a registered person being around a child. When they forcibly take something from a child, I don't care how old that child is, 17, 16, 14, 8, 5, don't give a shit. They are absolutely scum of the earth. Prove me wrong. Girl, you got 1 million something followers, people who look up to you. You got this Dylan Judkins dude, forcible, ABUSE, felony in the 2nd degree, unlawful, with a minor. Other known addresses start with, yours does too. Around your fucking children. Friends with Brittany Stapleton? What the hell is going on over there? Do you realize your children are a statistic because their dad doesn't live in the home? I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying their dad's a bad guy. But what I am saying is they are more likely to be ABUSED in a manner because that man, and then him being on a registry, and you two sharing the same address, your address is on his freaking registry paper. It's called accountability. And for those of you who are new here, I'm not the friend that will ever just co-sign your bullshit because we're tight. I'll call you on your shit regardless. Just like I called my friend Nicole out for going too hard at Jessica Kent, is as hard as I'll call Jessica.
Okay, I want to stop her right there. Did Nicole go a little overboard? Yeah. But it's because we were all so fucking frustrated that everybody kept co-signing the bullshit. You know what I mean? And for her to bring that back up now, she should be apologizing to Nicole. Like, Nicole was the one who, was at the forefront defending Mindy. Me and Nicole haven't spoken a long time, but I have no ill will towards Nicole at all. I wish her the best in life and success. I hope she's doing good. I need to go look at her page and see what's going on with her. But I thought that was just a little sly dig that didn't need to be thrown in there. But Brittany Stapleton, do y'all know about the Stapleton people? Yes, an apology to Nicole is deserved. I agree. I apologize to Nicole. Let's see. Oh yeah, he went to see her in prison. Who went to see her in prison? Who went to see her in prison, Pixie? Okay, so Brittany Stapleton, their TikTok is like Gulf Coast Stapletons. She started dating and then married a man who had been facing child pedo charges before they got together. She still got with him. They were friends and married him. And then decides to get on the internet and defend what he did and then think people will be okay with that. And now Jessica and Brittany are like BFFs because they're both with pedos. Like, I mean, talk about 2 peas in a pod. Yeah, I think she brought Nicole up to get people talking. Nicole is doing really great. I am glad to hear that. Oh yeah, Meg. Brittany Stapleton's JK's supposed new BFF. I mean, takes 2 special sick ass women to be with men like that, so I guess they got to side together. Oh, CJ went to see JK in person. They did some videos together. I missed all of that. Holy hell, Pixie. I'm going to have to dig all that shit up. I didn't know about none of that. Whoa. Um, but yeah, Jessica definitely is weird. Okay, so let's see here real quick what I want, where we're going. Oh, okay. So I just found this uh when I just typed in Jessica Kent into my photo library, and I just thought this was funny because this kind of takes us down the lane. This lady's obviously being sarcastic, but saying, "I'm so jealous of Jessica. I wish I could have been BFFs with Mindy when she lived with me and exposed my life. I wish I could have been with Randy, Robbie, Jason, Reese, and Burner." So the men of Jessica's life, and that she's always the victim. You know what I mean? Each one of those men, she has said, has been a narcissistic abuser. And it's like, ma'am, if every person you're with is like that, you're the problem. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just don't understand why it had to get this far for everybody to see it. But if you want to go on and finish reading the post of what this lady posted on Jessica's video back then, it's really funny. Reddit has the tea. All right, well, tomorrow I'm gonna spend my day on the Reddit. I think she's the abuser. She 100% is the abuser. There's texts that I have that Burner text between her and Burner where she admits to abusing Burner and being abusive to Burner and his daughter. I've I'm gonna. They will be in one of these parts. Okay, it's gonna take a lot to get through. Tonight is just a It's just a little teaser. Okay, because I just had to get on here and talk to y'all. I miss y'all, and I knew that y'all would give me the right direction to go in for the rest of this series. Yes, we're digging out the archives, baby. Takes me a long time to go through all that shit. Okay, let's see the comments. Every time she is the victim. Exactly. CJ is disgusting, and it's so good to see Nicole getting her flowers. She didn't go too hard back then. She was smeared by so many people. I agree. I had some issues with Nicole and some things Nicole did. But you know, nobody's perfect. I've definitely fucked up on the internet. My God, if I could go back and redo half the things that happened in the beginning of my YouTube presence, I would change a lot of things. But I think Nicole never had malice in her heart. And I think that's the same thing with me. You know, there's a big difference between being messy and being malicious. Um, yes, I have, but I don't. I wasn't able to get the clearance to show that yet, but I'm gonna show them. Yes, there's a huge difference between being messy and being malicious. Yeah. Um, we all got caught so far up in it. And I think that we all just were so frustrated at how many people could still defend Jessica with all the proof that we had. We didn't need any of this that we have now. You know, it all should have been enough back then. But look, the time has come and we are going to finish her. I'm gonna have to add a little Mortal Kombat clip into there. Okay, what are some other funny things that I noticed while I was going through this? Okay, Breaker of Strings. Lord have mercy. Y'all remember this girl, Janelle? Is it Janelle? Is that her name? Who fucking defended Jessica to the bitter end. To the bitter end. I haven't looked into her yet. Does anyone know? Has she recanted her statements? I want to know if she's still siding with her. I feel like she'd be the only one that maybe would still hang on to a thread. It's hard seeing her get away with lies, but it's still frustrating. Just a quick YouTube search, so many people talking about her. I know, but there is so many people talking about her, but there is still just not quite the awareness that there needs to be. It's not gotten brought to a big enough stage and audience yet. So that is what I want to happen. That's what I've always wanted to happen. And I'm going to get all of my archives together, plus this new stuff, and I'm going to send it to every large creator out there. Like, if someone like Do We Know Them were to cover this, or Cece Suarez, I feel like Cece Suarez would fucking literally finish her and demolish her. If anybody knows, like, a good way to get in contact with her, I think she'd be the freaking perfect person for it. Like the way she's went in on Elizabeth Teckenbach. Do y'all know who that is? Have y'all seen that? If not, she reminds me so much of Jessica. There Cece Suarez has covered her tremendously. She even has a whole podcast that is just called Elizabeth, about this girl that is just a complete lying narcissist, just like Jessica. Y'all should definitely check it out. If you haven't. It's hard seeing her get away with lies. It is still frustrating. I swear. That's why I had to definitely just step back from it, because it is so frustrating. Okay, let's see. What's this? Oh, this one just made me laugh. I don't know what time period this came from. I believe this was okay, so the Order of Men. She got rid of Reese and went to Jason. I don't know which one she's talking about, just move on from. But she's like, my piece of shit ex, I don't film content for myself. She's talking about Reese here, is who she's talking about. My current life is absolutely incredible, but I've gone through some shit to get here. Like, it's just, I have, one thing after another of her complete lies and bullshit. Um, that's This was one of her TikToks where she was showing her daughter's birth certificate, talking about how everyone gaslights her and all her traumatic events and all her trauma dumping. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I've got it for days. Oh, here's something funny. This made me think of you, Tira. Tira, when she's 80. I'm still trying to figure out why it's not letting me invite guests. Okay, copied. Guests can stream on their own destination. That's fine. Yes, it says YouTube rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share a link a separate way. That is so fucking frustrating. Like, why can I've always just posted the link so people could get up here with me. Ugh. Why do they always have to change things? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or don't mess it up. I don't know. I messed up that analogy. But anyways, what's that? How'd you post a link? And it won't let me post a link. Okay. I'll text it to you right now. Hold on. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to hear me while I do this. All right. Can y'all hear me? Whenever I have to get off and get back on, sometimes I don't think y'all can hear me. Is it? Yeah, my circle's moving, so we should be good. Okay, so I know all of y'all know Villain, most of you, but I want to play her video real quick too. It's basically the same as what the other girl was saying, but I love Villain, and we're gonna listen to what she had to say about it.
Back in time for a second and revisit Jessica Kent for just a second, because I never really check in the Jessica Kent Discord server, and today when I opened Discord I had notifications tagging me in there, and I'm about to show you why. Now, this is the man that Jessica Kent denies being in a relationship with. Yeah, as you can see, the description of his charge right there. Yeah, but that's not the problem. The problem is that now, you see this verified address right here? The problem is that that address is her address. Okay? So, also, right here. Did you move this violent sexual offender into your home with your children? Did you do that? What is wrong with some of y'all women? Why would you want somebody convicted of this anywhere near your children? Ever? Like, not even for like a little bit of like a passing, let alone your address in your home around your children. What are you doing? We're gonna go back in time for a second.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. What are you doing, Jessica? Like, at this point, I almost feel like, is she rage baiting? Is she so desperate for attention on here because her views have tanked? Like, obviously she's not, though, because the address is matched, so this man is in her home. But it's like sometimes I feel like Jessica just simply rage baits. Like, she is so desperate for attention that she acted like she was so upset when we were all calling her out. But I got to a point where I felt like continuing to call her out was what she wanted. You know, that I needed to just shut my mouth because I was just giving her what she wanted. And so that's another reason why I'd really stepped back. Thank you for posting the post, Julie. Okay. So if anybody would like to come up and chitty chat with me for a minute, I would love to have you. Because my co-star, Stacy, is sadly working a double shift at a new job that she has, so she can't get up here with me tonight. And I feel like I'm just not as fun without her. We miss her greatly. I was hoping Shannon would be in the comments, but she is at dinner too. So that's why I was like, look, this is going to have to be a multiple part series where we finish this hoe off. Okay, so going back to. Oh, I didn't mean to click that, but it's so funny. I can't help Timu version of fucking Burner. That made me laugh so hard when when Stacy sent this picture to me. I had to use it as the thumbnail. I just absolutely had to. Uh, what else was I trying to show y'all? Okay, so this makes me sad. Rest in peace, Clary. She was such a wonderful asset to this community, and I know that she is so proud that this exposure is finally coming through, and she would want us all to be on here, um, continuing the good fight, Um, but this, if y'all want to pause and read this or whatever, it just made me sad. It made me miss Clary. She was such a good one. Let's see. I'm looking for recent videos. Yes. Rest Rest in peace, Clary. She really led the charge on Reddit. You know what I mean? I feel like if it wasn't for Clary, then none of the attention would have ever been made as big as it was. And we would have never made it as far as we did for a long time if it wouldn't have been for Clary. So I just had to give Clary her flowers. Hold on one second, though. I hear my son coughing. I'm going to have to pause y'all or mute y'all for 1 second. You're fine. I'm gonna come check your temperature again in a minute. He's struggling, my poor little man. I might have to get off here soon. But Jilly, yes. Okay, so what I want y'all, if y'all have any good videos or links, send them to me. I never check my Instagram, but I will the next couple days. If you have my number, text it to me. Send it to me on TikTok, email me. Anything that I need to see or know about. I'm going to continue to convert all of the things that I need to convert, and we will meet back here again tomorrow night. And we will keep on fighting the good fight. And once I get a good cohesive like timeline put back together and stuff, I'm going to film a live with my face and putting all the evidence on the screen. Try to make it about a 30-minute cohesive one, and then that's what we're going to send out and bring awareness to this. So I'm gonna jump off here and take care of my sick child. I wish we could have stayed longer, but everybody come back tomorrow night. Let's do it again. It was so good to see all of you in the chat. I've missed all of you a bunch. And I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you, Meg. Thanks for coming. Sorry it wasn't as wonderful as I'd hoped, but we're going to do the good fight. We're going to finish it for Clary, and we're going to expose and finish this hoe, Jessica Kent. Her time is up, baby. Her time is up. See all of you tomorrow. Love all of you so much. All right, everybody have a good night. Bye.